Yo, what's up, guys? Today we'll be talking about the biosynthesis of acetylcholine. Okay. This acetylcholine is a neurotransmitter, so I think basically we want to talk about how acetylcholine is formed from its constituents. Okay. Now, acetylcholine, an acetyl ester of choline, has been shown to be the transmitter substance in many areas of the nervous system. Okay. Such areas include the motor plate end of the skeletal muscle fibers, ganglion of the autonomic system, and the terminals of the parasympathetic nervous system. Okay. Now, it is also the neurotransmitter in some areas of the brain. Neurons which synthesize, store, and release acetylcholine are known as what? Cholinergic neurons. Okay. Grab this up. Even if you don't pick anything from this lecture, at least know that cholinergic neurons. Okay. They synthesize, they store, and they release acetylcholine. Okay. So I think this is okay. I think this should be acetyl-CoA. Yeah, this is acetyl-CoA. Acetylcholine is formed from acetyl-CoA and choline. That's what we're about to talk about. That's why this image is popping up. Now, so that the biosynthesis of acetylcholine, okay, from acetyl-CoA and choline occurs in cholinergic nerve terminals. Okay, cholinergic nerve terminals are neurons that synthesize, store, and release what? Um, they synthesize, they store, and they release acetylcholine. Now, the enzyme choline acetyltransferase, okay, that's a acetyl, okay, choline acetylase, okay, they catalyze the reversible formation of acetylcholine from acetyl-CoA and choline, okay. Now, in non-ketotic and normal individuals, glucose is the main source of acetylcholine, okay, for acetylcholine synthesis. But in ketotic adults and young children, the ketone bodies can supply adequate amounts of what? Acetyl-CoA. Sorry, I said glucose is the main source of acetylcholine. Glucose is the main source of what? Acetyl-CoA. Okay. Now, the mitochondrial pyruvate dehydrogenase complex, which catalyzes the oxidative decarboxylation of pyruvate to acetyl-CoA, plays a role in the supply of what? Acetyl-CoA. Okay, so this is the choline that we are talking about. All right, this is choline. The previous image was acetyl-CoA. Okay, so I've seen the two structures. You could draw them down. All right, now let's proceed to the final stage. Now I'll say that endogenous and dietary lecithins are the main sources of choline in the body, with the latter being that's the dietary lecithin being the major source, especially after the consumption of a what? Lecithin or choline rich meal. Also, the transportation of choline into cholinergic nerve terminals is mediated by a transport system with very high affinity for choline. All right. Now, this transport system uh, is coupled to the sodium gradient maintained by the what? Sodium potassium ATPase and the membrane potential. However, the net influx of choline is regulated by the intraterminal concentration of choline and acetylcholine. Okay, so this last image here is the acetylcholine itself. Okay, so this is after the acetylcholine is formed. This is how it looks like. All right. All right. Now these are the sources of choline. All right. The various food you could find choline: fish, egg, meat, your milk, your beans, and everything. All right, this is where you could source your choline from. So once you eat this food, you have choline already. Okay, while glucose is the main source of what? Acetyl-CoA. All right, but once you eat this other food, you have your choline already. All right, so these guys that's the biosynthesis of acetylcholine, all right, from acetyl-CoA and choline. All right, so see you guys in the next tutorial, and bye for now, guys.